Will it be in 2025?
Love a bit of drama from the Ahmed bin Ali Stadium. Savinov preparing for his big moment. Didier, you said it's a bit of a battle of the keepers at the moment at Paris Saint-Germain. Who's the number one? It's a big opportunity for Savinov to make his mark. This huge chance for Dembele.
Yeah, he had a couple of chances. He just had to hit the target. But on this one, you know, the defender is tight, is coming back, so he cannot adjust his shot. Yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard, he's leaning back. But you look at the possession-wise, Flamengo have only had about 30% possession. But they dug in there, made it difficult. They took that little bit of an edge out of Paris. Substitutes, freshened it up for them. But it's a chance. It's a chance, especially for the young players at Paris, to see what they're like in a pressurised situations, because there are plenty of those in seasons to come.
We're going to penalties now, but should Paris have already had a penalty? Sal Niguez on João Neves. The officials overlooking this challenge. Let's have a quick look.
I don't even remember it, so
It's right at the end there.
No, there is nothing. No.
I think he's touched the ball there, hasn't he? Managed to get the connection with it.
Yeah, but even it cannot make you fall.
Yeah. Go down like that.
No.
Bit of play acting.
The thing is, that's where we look at it, because we're like, well, it's a touch there. This is what we've been brought into our way of thinking. Well, there's a touch. He's got to have gone down. You know, you got to think. Well, hang on, is it enough to really bring him down? I think it's the right decision.
Okay, well, we're going to penalties. Both with recent experience in the shootout. Paris beating Spurs in the Super Cup on penalties. Coutinho missing one in that game, and then Flamengo have got through a penalty shootout in the Copa Libertadores quarter-finals. Discussing the ends. They won that one 4-3. How do you fancy Paris's chances in this situation, Didier? Some young players on the pitch.
Yeah.
Is the order huge now? The order of who takes them?
Yeah, the order. Yeah, it's no, but there is a couple. You know, who took them against Liverpool in the last 16 Champions League and in the final of the European Super Cup. So they won both. I think Vitinha was in it, Dembele as well. So you've got a couple of experienced players. I don't know as well about Flamengo, but penalty, we all know it's all about technique, but about pressure as well. So that's why you can train your habits and your ankle, your technique, but you cannot train the pressure. You know, when you're in training. That's why so many great players missed it. So let's see.
So what about giving yourself that extra advantage? Did you see Rossi with the goalkeeping coach there going through the details of the penalty
You'd say
takers?
even more with the keepers. You know, they really do look into every player and get every bit of detail. But it comes down to what Didier said. It's pressure. I think the players work on it a lot more, because we get a lot more quality with the penalties. They seem to last a lot longer now. So they obviously do work on it in the training ground.
Yeah, we've seen Flamengo be a bit desperate in front of goals, skying it over the net several times in this game. Will they be on target when it comes down to the crunch? Let's head back to Ahmed bin Ali Stadium. We have a penalty shootout. Here's Jeremy Clayman.
And there, Arrascaeta and co emulate the achievements of Zico and his teammates back in the 80s. Felipe Luis can't even watch as Samuel Linu, who he brought from Atletico Madrid, steps up. Now the prayers, the stress and strain. Only penalty kicks bring such drama. So De La Cruz up against Safonov, and he smashes in. No wonder they cheer. The Uruguayan smashing through. Safonov going the wrong way. Vitinha. Against Tottenham. Ultimately, it didn't cost PSG, but he did go after Tottenham had taken the lead with PSG's first penalty. He steps up again here in Qatar. The Portuguese against Rossi. This time he makes no mistake. Le Parisien behind the goal. Marquinhos won the right to be in front of their own. Part of the Portuguese contingent that have certainly made themselves at home in the French capital. Not exactly getting a warm welcome from the Paris Saint-Germain fans behind the goal. But he won't care about that, only about keeping Flamengo on an upward trajectory. The left foot of the Spaniard, but it's stopped by Safonov. Pained expressions for the Brazilian club. It's the Russian Safonov, originally brought as an understudy to Donnarumma, has been the understudy to Lucas Chevalier, but injury to the French international is finally giving him a run of games. And is he going to be the hero? Ousmane Dembele. On his right foot. Oh, he's played it over the bar. FIFA's best player, having taken that award, but he's not been playing enough football through injury. The ambidextrous, but on the right foot, he has shocked les Rouges et Bleus as the ball flies over even their heads. Flamengo seeing Saul denied. What a huge let-off. Pedro steps up to the plate. Didn't really have a sniff since coming off the substitutes bench. And he's been denied by Safonov. Well, he thinks the Russian came off his line. They will check it, of course. Is he going to get a reprise? Oh, he might just. Well, he's adamant he's going to get a second go. He went for the Jorginho skipping shot. It didn't work out. The question is, if he gets a second chance, will he change his style? The goal, well, the goal I should say, get a bit confused. The save has been rubber stamped. Oh, it's incredibly tight. But Pedro denied. Flamengo will certainly look back at that moment and wonder if Paris Saint-Germain can go on to lift this FIFA Intercontinental Cup. 3 misses out of the 5 penalties we've seen. Nuno Mensch with the 6th, as Paris try and lift a 6th title in 2025. No problem, at least not from the spot, from the Portuguese wing-back. Well, a player described as a near Parisian Titi, given the way he's taken to Parisian culture, and certainly has put huge pressure on the shoulders of Leo Pereira. His header opened the scoring against Pyramids. He scored the penalty that eventually took them through to the semi-finals of the Copa Libertadores. Now he must score. Oh, he's fired it straight to Safonov, who stood tall, who stood firm. And Paris Saint-Germain are on the cusp of winning the FIFA Intercontinental Cup, and the first time being a global champion. Down the middle, Safonov has been the hero between the sticks. Bradley Barcola can put this penalty shootout to bed. He steps up. Oh, Rossi with a huge hand in keeping Flamengo alive. Well, he was going down, but threw up a hand. And the French international is the 5th player to fail. Paris Saint-Germain 2-1. Flamengo still have to score, and Paris Saint-Germain miss. Luis Araújo, successful in just one match against Paris Saint-Germain during his Lille days in the Trophée des Champions. He has to net here, or Paris Saint-Germain are going to win the trophy. Matvei Safonov, the hero, undisputed, and the Russian has gifted Paris Saint-Germain their first global title as they win the FIFA Intercontinental Cup for the very first time, defeating Flamengo 2-1 on penalties.
On penalties. Matvei Safonov, the hero, thrust into the air by his teammates and the Paris Saint-Germain staff. Wow, Didier, did you see that coming? That was impressive from your goalkeeper.
No, I didn't see that coming from Safonov. That's a goalkeeper who's in real confidence. But I wonder, the penalty that he stopped when it was in the middle, he didn't move. If it was in his instinct or did he study his coaching, So that's, but anyway, he's the hero of the night. That game, we didn't know where it will end up. It could have been Flamengo on the counter, on the set piece. Could have been Paris, but went to the penalties. You see, there is some fantastic shooters, but it was only a 2-1. So when there is pressure, that's something else in football. And some people, they cannot understand, but once you have that 30, 40 yards to go, and you've got millions of people behind the screen, that's another story of training, and games like this can show it. But for Paris, after the treble, UEFA Super Cup and the FIFA Intercontinental, so thanks to the club and thanks to that man as well, it's been
another
fantastic.
Time to go again now, again for next year as well. Another successful season and go again. So this is really rounded off. And I tell you what a great game of football. Flamengo making it difficult. Not easy against Paris Saint-Germain, not with the quality what they've got, and they made a game of it. They asked questions with Paris Saint-Germain, had a couple of chances themselves, but all of a sudden it came down to penalties, and the quality was with Paris Saint-Germain. You thought with the goal, you thought he's going to go and win it for them, and all of a sudden it turned again, but eventually they got the job done. And it's this club is full of confidence, and they'll take that into the rest of the season.
And that's why as every dynasty, like you had in Barcelona or Syria, you've got a generation, and you have to win as much as you can. You never know what can happen in the future with people